This 11-inch MacBook Air is going to be one of the best MacBook Airs you're going to buy. Here's why. It's got one of the best keyboards I've ever used. It's got the best sound. It's got the most portability. There's so many awesome things about this MacBook. It's so far ahead of the competition. The MagSafe connector, the little charging connector with the little magnet, that's genius. The trackpad is so smooth and clicks really nice. The scrolling is fluid. It's one of the best MacBooks you're gonna get, and it's even got good graphics for gaming. Check it out. So this new MacBook Air is actually pretty sweet. It's got a very simplistic view and design setup where basically there's not a whole lot going on. You don't see tons of crazy edges. You don't see weird screws in places that don't make any sense. And yeah, you just have that little lip there and you can kind of open it up with just one finger. You can't do that on pretty much any other laptops. That's why Apple's great, the little things they do. So yeah, as you can see there, charging port, USB, headphones, microphones there, two of them, and yeah, very thin design, razor sharp edges, giving this a very thin look. This new MacBook is going to be awesome for people who are students, who are in college. Hey, if you're in high school and you need a productivity tool, this is some good stuff right here. Anybody who wants to get things done, this thing is going to make it happen. It's almost deceptively thicker actually, because if you do look, you'll actually see it's a little bit thicker in the center there. But yeah, you got your four little rubber feet there, and very minimalistic design. A lightning port, a Thunderbolt connection on the right side there, and I think we also might have actually, yeah, just one on the right side, and yeah, black accents on the hinge there, and that's where you have the heat vent. You can hardly even see it. It's kind of hidden from sight, and that's actually a very nice thing. So yeah, Apple's really not done a whole lot to make this new MacBook that much different, except the internals are what they've changed. They've made it a lot faster. It's got the new graphics chip, the HD6000, which I absolutely love. It runs games 20 to 30% better, which is great. For light gaming, that's perfect. And it also, you can equip it with a brand new i7 processor, which I did that. It only cost me $100-something to add it on there, which I thought was a great value. If you take a look at the keyboard here, you're going to see that Apple has always had a minimalistic keyboard approach. Very simple keyboard. You don't see tons of crazy buttons that don't do anything. And yeah, so if you keep looking at it, you'll notice it's a very standard size keyboard. The buttons, they glow very nice. We'll show that in just a second. And yeah, the screen is very thin. So yeah, here's how it glows. You'll see that it's a very uniform glow. I've had a ZenBook before, and the buttons, they didn't feel as good. They didn't glow as good. The only other competitors that I believe right now that are out that do a pretty good job, but still not as good as the MacBook Air, is the ZenBooks. The ZenBooks have a great design. It's unibody just like the MacBook Air, but the MacBook Air is always just a step ahead, just by a little bit. The sound is better. It's a little bit lighter. I mean, seriously, this thing is light. It's really light. The ZenBooks tend to be about half a pound to a pound heavier, and you know, those might be small differences, but they do matter in the end. And so yeah, this thing is portable. I absolutely love the 11-inch MacBook Air. It's so portable, and it does everything. Some people will tell you it can't run all the apps, but you know what? It can, and it runs them pretty good. Press the buttons. There's some pretty good travel actually when you're pressing them, and they feel quite nice actually, and they're not too loud, and they have a very nice clicking feel to them. So for students, this model is going to run you about $900 brand new. The 11-inch has always been $100 cheaper than the 13-inch, so the 13-inch is about $1,000 base model. And like I was saying, you know what? If you need to get a good laptop, get one of their refurbished, because the refurbished ones, the quality is literally on par with the brand new ones. I've bought tons of refurbished iMacs, MacBook Airs. You can't even tell the difference. Other companies I wouldn't trust, but from Apple, they do a great job. They test the devices, make sure they're working. So yeah, if you want to get a MacBook Air, you can get one for like $600. You can get one for $700. There's no excuses why you can't get this new MacBook. The trackpad is also very, very nice to use. It's glass and it's very, very smooth and silky when you're moving it around. There's very fine precision movements that you can do with this trackpad. It's a very sensitive pad. When you're moving around and when you're scrolling through web pages with the 2-finger scroll, it's so smooth. Like you can't really do this on a Windows-based laptop. You can go up, you can go down, and there's also like a little stretch effect when you go too high up, kind of like what you're used to on the iPhone. Very, very nice. The SSD on this new MacBook is so fast. It's about 600 write and 700 plus read. Some people are reporting that it even goes up to 1200 megabytes read per second. That's amazing. And the fact that you can even play games on it is just something. It blows my mind. This right here is also one of the best chargers I've ever used. A lot of thought was put into it. When you first get it, it basically looks like this, and you can add an extension. So this comes off, and you can add an extension to make it even longer if you need to. But the nice thing about it is it's very compact, and when you need to take it somewhere, it wraps around these little retractable arms, and it clips in like that. As you can see, it just clips in like that, and you can take it wherever you want. The awesome highlight of it is that it's actually magnetic. So you see this just clips on really, really nice. Take a look. And there you go, that's it. It's really sturdy, stays in there. And the nice thing is if you trip over the cord on accident, it actually comes right off, just like that. So it's actually kind of like a nice safety mechanism that's built right in. Very nice. A lot of laptops have problems with connectors, problems with the charging cords and all that. Not this one. Since this one's magnetic and has no movable pieces in here, it's just all solid and it stays in there very, very nice. It's the very little things that Apple does that actually saves us lots of time. As you can see, look, clips right on and you're good to go. No problems, no nothing. It's so light, you just take it anywhere you want, put it down, not a problem. Takes up little to no space. It's perfect. Guys, this is a call to action. If you like this video, please like this video. And if you want to see more technology reviews, please subscribe. And please, if you have any comments whatsoever, comment them down below. I'm always checking my phone so I can reply to those comments. I'm a tech enthusiast and I love this kind of stuff. So if you have any questions whatsoever, put them down below. A lot of times people are extremely surprised when they first see this laptop, just because it's so small. It takes up almost no space, such small form factor. It's really odd when they see it. You just take a look at it. It's like this paper thin thing just sitting over there. Weirdest thing ever, huh? But it's sexy and it's sleek.